Hello everyone and welcome to St Catherine's Rowing in Term 4 2012. Trust you all had a good break, and we're really looking forward to getting into the crux of our rowing season in Term 4. It's where we get a lot of our work done in preparation for Term 1. And yeah, we've got a big break in the middle with the holidays, but all the lessons and the values and the technical abilities that our rowers will require for racing will be developed in this term. So it's an extremely important term, but also an extremely fun term. I'll just give a quick review of our Term 3 rowing. Excellent, I have to say. We've got some really good foundation work under our belts to move into Term 4 in their core and flexibility training that they've been doing aerobically. And technically and tactically, we're pushing some pretty key messages now about consistency of speed, consistency of effort, and those foundations are really laid in Term 3. So now we can spring forward into Term 4 and really nail in some good rowing. For the Year 8s, we got our Year 8 PE classes in, and they were really good. Big thanks to the PE staff and Gina Peel for getting that work done, and the effort and support from the school all through that Term 3 program. It was the first time St Catherine's has ever done any Term 3 rowing, and it was a big success. We look forward to doing it again. Now, apart from rowing, we've got two key themes which we've got to cover with our rowers this year. Number one, nutrition. We've got to make sure that our rowers continue their good efforts and improvement in how they're looking after themselves. Simple ways of doing this: we're ensuring our rowers eat together. We're highlighting the excellent efforts that rowers are having in their nutrition to encourage all rowers to make sure they're getting the right foods into their system at the right time. The second, study and organisation. We're coming up to exam time. So we're going to have a guest speaker about an ex-St Catherine's girl, rower, who will give them some tips on how she's managed her study over the years. And also we're just going to be pushing the simple messages to make sure that our rowers use their time effectively and they get the best performance out of their exams as possible. Especially a very big welcome to our Year 8 rowers. They had their first session on the water last night, and I have to say all the coaches and the students, despite there being a lot of traffic down at Powerhouse, performed their session really well. For a first session, the way that it went, the way the girls not only dressed, their uniform was fantastic, but also the way they behaved and the respect that they showed to the coaches was extremely encouraging. So we are really hoping that as many Year 8 girls as possible take on rowing. We've got a great group of coaches down there, and they had a ball last night as well, and everyone's really looking forward to that junior rowing year. This term we're going to be incorporating some running into our cross training, and the running is going to go from the school down to the sheds. Now, this is going to occur on Wednesdays for our junior rowers and on Thursdays for our Year 10 girl rowers and our senior girl rowers. This is for two reasons. One, running is very important for our cross training, maintaining a balance in the stimulus and a healthy lifestyle. And two, it's going to cut out a trip for our rowing parents. So that's one less pickup that they're going to have to do. That's Wednesdays for junior rowers and Thursdays for Year 10 girl rowers and the senior girl rowing program. Now, all they have to do is meet at the Winter Garden at 3:25, bring their bags. We'll transport the bags down to the rowing shed in the 12-seater minibus, and then you guys will be ready to collect them for a 6 o'clock finish down at the sheds. Any questions? Shoot me an email. Now, right now, numbers-wise, we're doing quite well, and two senior eights is looking like a realistically achievable goal. We do have rowers coming in, or new students coming in, expressing their interest in rowing, and we're always encouraging new students to come down. I only actually personally started rowing at the end of year 10, and I was a coxswain, and in my first year of Carey rowing, I was in the coxswain as a second eight. We only had 4 rowers till halfway through term 4, and then halfway through term 4 we got 2 guys back from injury, and we got 2 brand new rowers who had never rowed before, and this is in the year 2000, and we went on to successfully win the Head of the River that year in Carey second eight. So I'm a big believer that rowers can start any time. Now, just a word on the rowing levy. The rowing levy is due on the 9th of November. The details of the rowing levy are outlined in the rowing handbook, and on My St Catherine's there is a rowing levy form. Now, the increase in value of the rowing levy for this year, I think, can't be understated. I mean, we had for year 9s going into year 10, we've had an extra season of training. We've had year 8 PE classes for our year 8 rowers, and we are also getting a brand new boat shed down at Mercantile Rowing Club next year, which the school is investing heavily in. Despite all these increases in support from the school, the levies have stayed the same, and I think that's a real key statement by the school that, you know, their support for the rowing program is 100%, and they're looking to provide the best rowing program possible for our students. So what we need is, we do need to make sure that those levies are paid up. No rower for St Catherine's can race for St Catherine's without having their levies paid. If there are any issues with payment of the levies, please make contact with myself or the business department, and we'll look to help you out as best we can.